morning, Hank.
Hi, Hank. Sally. Sally. We're getting married.
About a second after Phyllis said that, she looked at me and said, well, I guess you could have gathered that we were getting married. And indeed, that's an awfully nice dress to wear to a cocktail party. But anyway, thanks to Brotherhood 2.0 viewers and my cousins-in-law, Phyllis and Blake, for their introductions. Hank, it was a weekend of crowds. First I was at Book Expo America, probably the biggest book thing in the country, and it was extremely crowded. But Hank, you want to know the great thing about Book Expo?
Hi, Hank!
Free books! Free books everywhere, and you can take as many as you'd like, as long as you're subtle about it. Thanks to Maureen Johnson and Scott Westerfeld's hand for their cameos. But Book Expo isn't all about collecting books. It's also about collecting comic books. For you, Hank. Look! Manga! I even got you a poster. Plus I got some other sweet swag that I'm going to be giving away on the Brotherhood 2.0 forum just as soon as you launch it. Hank, look, it's Harry Potter! In bag form! I got home, went to bed, got up at 4:15, and flew to Decatur, Alabama. About a month ago I was wearing my seersucker suit ironically. Today, I'm wearing it non-ironically. Hank, this was my first time watching two Brotherhood 2.0 viewers get married, and let me tell you, it's a magical thing. Hank, everyone was excited about the first marriage between Brotherhood 2.0 viewers. I mean, the Catholic Church was so excited that they sent like 14 priests to officiate. Also, there was one bishop and a cardinal. Hank, there are like 200 cardinals in the entire world. Hank, as you may or may not know, it's the cardinals who pick the next pope. Every cardinal under the age of 80 is allowed to go and help pick the next pope. So I figured this was going to be a great time for me to lobby for the kind of pope I've been looking for. But sadly, I don't think this guy's under 80. Nonetheless, he did a fantastic job at the wedding. Phyllis and Blake just seem so happy together. I mean, look at them up there. They're just giddy. I kept wondering what they were talking about, and then I realized the Evil Baby Orphanage. Everybody's talking about it, Hank. It's huge. The other way I knew that people were really excited about the wedding between two Brotherhood 2.0 viewers is that a lot of people came. Like 600 people. And as I looked over this crowd of people, I couldn't help but think, man, if I happen to have a super drug-resistant strain of tuberculosis, a lot of people are in a lot of trouble. Anyway, Hank, the reception was also a great time. Randy gave a high five to the infant baby Jesus who was inexplicably doing jazz hands. Phyllis and Blake cut the cake, as you can see, although you can't see Phyllis because she happens to be the same height and wearing the same color as the cake itself. Hank, even though Blake got married on Saturday, he took the time, probably while he was still in his marital bed, to write a comment that I thought was very interesting about liquid coal. What Blake said is that while cars should never be powered by coal, it does make sense to try to develop cleaner coal technologies because there's no way that countries like India and China are going to completely phase out coal in the next 50 years. I look forward to the environmental discussion on the Brotherhood 2.0 forum. By the way, have I mentioned the forum enough times today? Anyway, Hank, it was a beautiful wedding and a beautiful reception, but in the end, weddings aren't about the tastiness of the cake or the deliciousness of the pot roast, or even about whether or not a cardinal officiates at the wedding. Hank, what I saw again at Blake and Phyllis's wedding, and what I saw at your wedding, and what I felt at my wedding, is that weddings aren't truly about any of those things. They're about how cute it is when kids dance. So Hank, I think we're both happy about the first Nerdfighter marriage, and I think we're both hoping for many more. They're honeymooning in Banff right now, so I don't know... Wow, that's a really fun word to say. Banff. Banff. Hank, I'll see you tomorrow.